First, tired of the lack of variety live streams were offering during the pandemic, Evanston artist Steve Rashid decided to mix it up and create a more immersive experience that could take people to another time. With the help of his sons and their network of artists from around the country, they created Into the Mist. Arts correspondent Angel Ito introduces us to a virtual show unlike any other.
Never thought our love would ever fade away.
Music for me always is a reflection of a time and a culture.
The time, 1927. The place? Well, that's for you to decide. It's all a part of a new immersive online exploration of the 1920s called Into the Mist.
Is caring for you.
You turn left and you're in a room in Paris, but you walk across the hall and you're in Harlem, and then you go in another room and you're in LA, because these performers are imagining themselves in these different rooms in different cities.
With the help of Zoom, viewers from all over the world travel back to 1927, exploring different rooms of artists and entertainers as young as 23 and as old as 85. For instance, one husband and wife duo throw a rent party performance in Harlem.
I got the St. Louis blues, just as blue as I can be.
There was so much going on in the arts in Harlem at that time, with music and with poetry.
So the rent parties served as that they were social gatherings. They were places that employed musicians.
That sense of community can be felt in any room, no matter the circumstance.
Oh, I see you. Yes, Kevin.
A lady, because it was only me and her in the room, and she was like, I started talking to her. Yeah, after it, she was just like, I really loved being in your room. It was nice to just talk to somebody instead of it just being a show. So I took that with a grain of salt, and I'm starting to do that a little bit more than, just performing for myself and also performing with the audience.
This is the only really live experience that I've been able to have in this entire pandemic, where it actually feels like I'm on the spot. There are people in the room with me, and every night is different. Every single show is different. You never know what you're going to get, and that's the part of the joy as an artist of live performance.
Activities range from poetry readings to character drawings to playing card games with blackjack dealers. But with so many rooms to visit in 1 hour, viewers often come back to see what they missed.
One night, there was a family of 3 sisters that all came, and they all lived in different cities. One was in San Francisco, one was in Austin, I think one was in, LA. And just so happens, they all joined the blackjack room at the same time, and they were all sitting at the table right with each other. And the banter between these 3 sisters about their betting style, you're gonna hit, you're gonna stay, so that was really, really funny.
And while the experience is more about exploration than history lessons, there are still some learning moments.
Placing the drinks within the context of the time then helps, I think, immerse people a little bit more in what's going on and who some of the current players are, and adds to the immersion.
It's at the very end of the night that everyone from every room finally comes together for the final show.
When you see them in the club, it's a powerful thing. And suddenly you see hundreds of people in their homes dancing to the Cellar Boys. The first night, we had cast members in tears because it was such a powerful thing to realize that we had given this experience to all these people. And there were hundreds of people all gathered together in the same place, albeit virtually. But they were all having the same experience at the same time and enjoying it.
I've got a mat that I bought to welcome you, sweet child.
For Chicago Tonight, I'm Angel Ito.
Say honest and true, sweet child, I'm wild about you.
Now that looks like a roaring good time. Into the Mist is every Friday evening from 9 to 10:30 through the end of the month, with tickets at $18. Costumes are encouraged but not required.